In the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, Toronto, 9 games back. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Norman Powell. Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Quickly against Mitchell. Pass to Barrett. It's tipped. Ingram against Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for them after that one.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Barnes with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Barnes passes to Ingram. And rebounds again.
And with every rebound, he creeps closer to the single-season franchise record.
It's been a magical season for him on the glass, hasn't it? I know all the fans of this team want to see him set the record. Now, here's Adebayo. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Sinks the triple.
Well, he's such a willing and effective passer. That's a good find by Adebayo there.
Mitchell against Quickly. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Good D by Barnes.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
To the paint and stolen by Barnes. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and banks it in. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Well, you have to give the defense credit for making things hard on them, but they just look out of sync offensively.
Barrett, no good. Heat have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the wing right side. Wiggins against Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Raptors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Quickly, and that one, good.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Here's Powell. He had a big outing in that Mavericks game as well. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Heat trail by 3. Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with the ball. Back to Ingram. Clock at 6. Pirtle inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Barrett wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat trail by 5. Wiggins drives in. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now, here's Quickly. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Well, you can't give a guy like Ingram a look like that from beyond the arc.
Powell with it. Nothing on the board. Adebayo with a screen on Barrett. Powell kicks to Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Dix checked in for Barrett. And Miami also making a switch. Heroes checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Quickly looking it over. Lobbed up there for Barnes. And Ware pulls it down. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The Heat making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Toronto leading by 6. Pass to Barnes. It's Ingram on the wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes finds Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Adebayo. Here's Dick. Here's Pirtle. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hero passes to Jovic. And they're moving it up. Dick wide open. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
So a moment now to see the story for R.J. Barrett.
And looking at his splits, you can see he's taken more of a backseat in their offense in these last 10 games. His usage rate is down, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a period of fatigue.
Now, here's Adebayo. Still scoreless. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Pass to Hero. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Dick. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Toronto grabs the miss. On the wing quickly. Covered by Mitchell. And it's Ingram missing.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Adebayo kicks to Mitchell. Powell sets a screen for Mitchell. Tries again. Pass to Adebayo. And here is Powell. Into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point Toronto lead.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so here's Toronto. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Several teams changing it up here. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. In fourth, the Heat.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Mobo. Here's Dick. Rozier defending. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Heat. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer from Miami, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Hero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the Raptors making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Good from Hero. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hero passes to Rozier. Adebayo with a screen on Barrett to the inside. The 11-footer tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
And it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Adebayo with the bucket.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Toronto leading by 4. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's Shed. It's rebounded by Jovic.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Outside, Hero. Here's Adebayo. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Rozier the pass to Jaquez. Over Dick. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Rozier. There's the 3. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist from Barrett. Dick's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Rozier. 9 points last game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to the right wing. It's tipped. It's stolen by Barrett. Pass to Mobo. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Raptors leading by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
They've got Dick. And it's Barrett at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Jaquez sets a screen for Hero. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 3-point lead. Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. He's covered by Hero. Fires from deep. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Barrett. His last 10 games, he's right around 13 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Here's Hero. Mobo with the rebound.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Pass to Shed. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat trail by 3. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Barrett. Drops in the breakaway layup. Barrett's got his third basket of the night.
And this is the type of two-way threat Barrett can be. It's about being engaged on both ends.
Now Hero. He has 7. Wiggins surveying the floor. Right side, Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jovic. That one misses. Raptors leading by 7. Pass to Abaji. Over to the wing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it goes down 2 points. Mobo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Rozier. The Raptors getting the bucket, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed. There's the pick. Shoots over Hero. And it's Shed missing. The Heat trail by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. The first one falls. This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed, and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpicking.
The first free throw is good. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster. but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Now, Hero. Fontecchio sets a screen. Hero passes to Fontecchio. Goes back up. Rebound by the Raptors. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Walter can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 7. Fontecchio finds Rozier. Goes up to the stripe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up for him.
To the paint, here's Dick. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. 7-point differential. Fontecchio sets a screen. Over in the corner, Jaquez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Right wing. Here's Shed. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jaquez the pass to Fontecchio. Rozier looking around. Back to Fontecchio. Mobo with the rebound.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Here's Shed. Nails the 16-footer. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Now, here's Rozier. Dick defending. Pass to Jovic. Here's Fontecchio. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams deciding to change it up. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Adebayo. And here's Barnes for 3. Pulls in another board.
And with that, he's tied the franchise all-time record for rebounds in a season.
And looking to eclipse it in short order. He cannot be and won't. That's another rebound.
And that last rebound, a special one for this guy, having a special season.
Breaking the franchise record for rebounds in a season. Congratulations to the new record holder.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Hero. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Quickly. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Down low, stolen by Mitchell. Now, Hero. He's guarded close. He nails it, and we're tied up. And now, that's 11 points for Tyler Hero. Toronto with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing quickly. Covered by Mitchell. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And again, Toronto no up. And here's Miami. They're on a 16-7 run. Hero with it. He's picked up by Dick. Mitchell outside. Powell with the bounce pass. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Powell. Adebayo's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami. And Toronto has possession. Here's Pirtle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Barrett against Hero. Good.
And these fans are going wild, recognizing greatness when they see it.
The single-season franchise record for rebounding is all his. But they can revel in it, too. Listen to these fans.
What's up?
A free throw dropped for Quickly. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Hero. The Heat trail by 3. And here is Mitchell. He has yet to score. Adebayo with a screen on Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Raptors with the lead. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
Looking now at some numbers for Powell. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him. And that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your abilities.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Ingram outside. Over Wiggins. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, I can tell you as a coach, you've got a lot of confidence in Ingram taking that shot.
Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Mitchell sets the screen for Powell. Pass to Adebayo. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Uncovered. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And here's Adebayo outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Adebayo's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Barnes left side. No good from outside. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Adebayo. Mitchell against Quickly. Adebayo down low. Over Barnes. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot's good from Quickly. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mitchell looking it over. Wiggins outside. Adebayo with a screen on Ingram. Here's Wiggins, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Throw good, Wiggins.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Ingram. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Mitchell outside. Going inside. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it and come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. Over at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, the Cavaliers will face off against the Knicks. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The Heat leading by 3. On the court for the Heat, Norman Powell is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Raptors shooting 40% from the field. Barrett kicks to quickly. Adebayo against Barnes. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. From the line, it's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. He shoots again. Powell for 3. Miami no good on that time either. Raptors trail by 3. Barrett the open look. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Quickly against Mitchell. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Ware. Shot clock at 6. Back to Powell. Over Barrett. Miami no good on that time either. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Ingram against Wiggins. Spins. The fadeaway. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, that could be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
The Heat have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Inside. Count it, and the foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP as an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Norman Powell.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The Heat have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. It's stolen by Barrett. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Barrett slams it in.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
The Heat trail by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here's a look at some stats for Herter. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Ingram kicks to Pirtle. Barnes looking around. Pirtle with a screen on Adebayo. Here's Barnes, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
He hits the second from the line. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Quickly covering, and they pick up 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And stolen by Wiggins. Down low, Ware. Pass to Adebayo. Mitchell wide open. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Wiggins. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Quickly against Powell. Barnes outside from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Wiggins passes to Ware. over Barnes. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ingram wide open. Good on the triple. Ingram's got 10.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Adebayo with a screen on Barrett. To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 12.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Number 1, R.J. Barrett.
And a two-guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
Well, that kind of rebounding production from your backcourt is huge. It certainly takes some pressure off of the big guys.
So they take the lead. Adebayo's got 14 points.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
And here's Barnes for 3. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Toronto trailing. Onside, Barrett to the paint. Birtle's shot is off. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Powell with it. Picked up by Barrett. Pass to Mitchell. Ingram against Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Raptors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Barnes against Adebayo. Quickly with it. 8 points for him. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Mitchell. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
And it's quickly missing. Miami leading by 3. Now Mitchell. 6 points for him. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Hero comes in for Powell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Raptors trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Walter. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Adebayo finds Hero. Marquez outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Count that bucket. Adebayo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Shed. Covered by Mitchell. Dick with it. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Hero. And again, Toronto no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Back to Adebayo. And Pearl sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Terry Rozier comes in for Mitchell. Adebayo against Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Here's Shed. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Adebayo? He's averaging 15 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, when a shot is missed, he has got great instincts for where the ball is going.
Here's Mobo. Here's Walter. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Rozier's not one to be afraid to take things into his own hands. He'll get inside and get physical.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And he can't hit the second. Raptors trail by 10. And here we go. Shed, that's good. Shed's got 6.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Dick. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Adebayo with the ball. Pass to Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hackett. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's Toronto. Here's Walter. It's Dick on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, they've had a few more turnovers in this one.
And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Burks is checked in. Miami leading by 5. Outside Rozier. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Outside, Hero. And too long on the shot. The Raptors shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Walter can't get it to go. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Miami grabs the miss.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Here's Jovic. Rebound by the Raptors. Lobo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Shed. 6 points for him. Here's Dick. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat with the lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hero kicks to Rozier. Trying to get something going, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
It's nice to see Rozier being the aggressor, dictating the action, putting the defender on defense.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Raptors trail by 6. Now Dick. He's got 10. There's the triple. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Dick, and it's Shed in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Mobo gets the basket.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Hero passes to Jaquez, and here's Burks. Outside Rozier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 7 points for Terry Rozier.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Abaji. Now Dick. Here's Walter. Back to Dick. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hero passes to Rozier. Back to Hero. Buries it down low. And it's an 8-point Miami lead.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dick. First 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Hero finds Rozier. Back to Hero. Intercepted. And here they come. Walter can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 8. Heat moving the ball around. Jaquez the pass to Hero. With the floater. Got a hand on it. Fast break Toronto. Here's Mobo. Lays it up off the glass. Mobo's got 4 this quarter. So Rozier will bring it up for Miami. They've led by as much as 10. Over in the corner, Jaquez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And it's 8 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Well, you got to honor the 3-point shot of Jaquez Jr., especially when he's lurking around these corner spots.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. He's covered by Hero. Shed, that's good. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Rozier with a screen for Hero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Hero is so confident. When he's looking to score inside, he does not back away from contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Very versatile player. Hero spaces the floor. He can drive. He can pass. And he's a sneaky good rebounder as well.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. Heat also with the sub. Powell's checked in. And Hero drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Shed. He's covered by Hero. Ingram right side. to Shed. 4 on the clock. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Hero. Now here's Powell. Shoots over Walter. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and Adebayo subbed in for Jaime Jaquez. Active quickly. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Powell. And it's Ingram missing. The Heat leading by 5. Mitchell left side. Over in the corner, Hero. Mitchell passes to Hero. Fires for 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Stolen by Hero. That one goes. Count it. Hero's got 19 points.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
For Toronto, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Barnes. From past the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
And so here is Miami. They've led by as much as 10. Mitchell passes to Ware. Powell with it. Here's Ware. Back to Powell. Knocked away. 4 on the shot clock. Hero, no good. Raptors trail by 4. And here is Ingram. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Quickly against Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Hero. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hero's got 10 points here in the second half. Barnes outside. This one for 3. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Powell. Mitchell outside. Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Wiggins is checked in for the Heat. Toronto with the ball. They trail by 6. Down low. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Powell with it. And here is Mitchell. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Wiggins.
They're still struggling to find the bottom of the net from three-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
Fun player to watch.
And great move by Wiggins. The pump fake underutilized in today's game.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Wiggins. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Onside, Barrett. Active quickly. Inside, here's Ingram. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Miami's gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Adebayo with a screen on Barrett. Powell hits to Wiggins. It's Powell on the wing. Barrett covering. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Adebayo. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Adebayo's got 21 in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Quickly against Mitchell. Barrett with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Quickly. It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Miami's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Pass to Powell. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Ingram. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Now Powell. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. And Turtle sends it back. And it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, the opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Back to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. Quickly against Wiggins. Adebayo the screen. Mitchell outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Over Barrett. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Miami's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Wiggins against Ingram. To the middle. Shoots from 12. That one bounces around and comes back out. Barnes kicks to Ingram. Faster quickly. Barrett against Mitchell. Fades and shoots. And Ware pulls it down. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Powell against Barrett. Pass to Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. They need this one. Oh, off target.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
knocks down the clutch free throw. So both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
"12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. Over Wiggins. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we dropped rebounds, we made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.